In the Colorado Dinosaur Preserve, a family of Nasutoceratops wanders through. A young adult female with very striking colors is the most obvious, but an 8-month-old juvenile is also with them, scurrying between its mother's legs. And the biggest member, a buck male with blood-stained horns. An overall pretty standard family of dinosaurs. But in the world of dinosaurs, nothing is as it always seems. This is Terra the Concavinator, and we've talked about her before, and she is not intimidated by this Nasutoceratops, but there is something that spooks her, and it's enough for Terra the Concavinator to back down. And referring to what I said earlier, nothing is as it seems when it comes to dinosaurs. This is Lythronax. The story of this Tyrannosaur starts out in New Mexico, where a group of dinosaurs can be seen in the desert. Some of the dinosaurs are small, like the Mononychus, while others, like the Parasaurolophus, are much bigger. It's not uncommon to see a group of these dinosaurs all wandering around. Herds will help them see predators that try approaching in, but not all of them are as obvious. With almost glowing orange eyes, this is the Lythronax, the gore king of tyrannosaurs. Growing up to 26 feet long and weighing almost 3 tons, Lythronax is not a force to be reckoned with. Lythronax is a great example of when tyrannosauroids were really getting big. Unlike some of its smaller relatives, this is the age where they started becoming the apex predators. And that same motto can be repeated for this specimen. And as you may have noticed, she actually has a very special trait about her, one that even more evolved tyrannosaurs would lack. Forward-facing eyes. Almost identical to how we perceive the world, the Lythronax does as well. This was a trait seen in a lot of tyrannosaurs, but the Gore King had it most prominently. She also is incredibly sneaky. Her lack of noise is almost uncanny as she preys on her victims. With all those abilities combined, they stand little chance. With such a sudden attack, the Parasaur did not stand a chance. If it's not clear already, this season is about carnivores. A unique group of prehistoric animals due to how most people fear them. A fear that is very warranted, especially with predators such as the Lythronax. Now, she doesn't eat people, and nor does she hunt them, but still, to those who spot a Lythronax, it strikes terror in them like nothing else. It's not hard to tell that she is a very adequate hunter, and this is probably a huge part of that fear. Even internal factors that can't be seen are scary, such as her very powerful bite. It's no secret that tyrannosaurs have incredibly strong jaws, but the Lythronax's is pretty remarkable. Of course, it's not nearly as powerful as Tyrannosaurus rex, but when it comes to size to bite ratio, hers is the strongest. At first glance, it's not obvious why. Her skull is incredibly thin, which other tyrannosaurs don't have. But if we look at the skull itself, we will find that it is incredibly dense. Her cranium was designed to withstand impact, but unlike pachycephalosaurs who have a similar ability, it's not so they can headbutt or anything like that. It's so whenever she bites down, the impact is all that more powerful. In other words, the moment her teeth hit something, her jaws crush it and make the bones dust. The moment her teeth went around the Parasaur's neck, it snapped. Even if you look at everything down to the teeth, it shows they were designed to withstand force. And of course, we're only talking about a dinosaur here. If the Lythronax got its teeth around a person, well, it would not be nearly as pretty. The only con about her bite that may save you is the fact she can't open her jaws very wide. It's a maybe 35-degree angle at best. And while she is fast, she is not nearly the fastest dinosaur we've covered so far. She is much more of an ambush predator, so there's a good chance you could outrun her. The Parasaur was just much more unlucky. And with its fate more than sealed, I think we'll end this episode here. Or I should say special episode, because yes, this is a mid-season special. We'll talk plenty more about some other big carnivores and some small ones too later this season, but for now we wanted to give you a taste of one of the biggest and one of the meanest. Thank you all for watching, and remember, if something chases you, run.